we rejoin the action here as JT holds the ball. He's going to give it to Steve, who is designated inbounder. And he does his job well, let me say that.
Yeah. So, you know, before we took that last break, we were talking about, you know, Australia and flashes, and, you know, something Australia's had recently is a lot of flash flooding right after one of the most severe droughts in their history.
Yes, they have.
Looks like Australia just can't make up its mind weather-wise.
Nope. And there's a foul. JT calls it. You know, when JT's a ref, you only really need him. You can just let the other guy go home early.
That's true, and I'm sure the other referee really enjoys the break when he's around.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
You know who else likes blowing whistles?
Who's that?
Nick Paccarelli, already up on third long, not blowing any whistles today, unfortunately.
No, and whoever pulled that fire alarm's hoping there's no whistleblowers on third.
That's true. Whistleblowing, not an incredibly popular pastime up there, but you know, you never know.
Yeah,
today addressed a letter to the men of Long, calling on them to act like adults.
Yes.
And you know, that's an interesting thing here at college. You see a lot of people who want to be treated like adults, but they're not quite ready to take on that responsibility that goes with that treatment.
You know, I wonder if they gave people who, you know, the guy who pulled the fire alarm maybe just wanted attention like we said, maybe they should just give him a whistle, because it seems to work for JT. You don't see him pulling any fire alarms to gain attention.
That would be an interesting solution there, Grayton. A solution I thought of is, why not just remove all the fire equipment from third? And, you know, they were the ones that had the fire extinguisher incident, and now this, you know, maybe it's time to take away their fire privileges. Fire protection services, you know.
One solution we had to hold this fire alarm problem, sure it's the first time that happened, but you know, copycats are frequent and stuff like this. Put ID scanners on all the fire alarms, and to pull it you gotta scan your ID. Why not, right? We gotta do it
for everything
else, absolutely. Why not to warn of a fire, right?
And that way, you know, if something does come up, at least you know who did it.
Yeah. And I think that'd probably stop it from happening again. Billy falls down, that was nice.
You know something I'd like to see scanners on is the mailboxes.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people leave their mailboxes unlocked, and someday something's going to happen that's going to be very embarrassing for everyone. And, you know, yeah, scanners on mailboxes would be nice. Can you imagine all the beeping, though, when people are trying to check their mail? 3 misses.
Well, you know, that beeping would be kind of annoying, but I think it might be a necessary sacrifice. The combination locks we have on the mailboxes right now, just a big hassle, you know. A lot of people aren't taking the time to
Nice too there, but I think that was Steve.
You know, kind of like they're not taking the time to deadbolt their doors.
Absolutely, we've talked about the importance of deadbolting your door. You know, back to the card scanning idea. I have installed several card scanners. An IT student worker, Vince, puts up with 3 and misses. And that is no easy thing to install. That should be red ball. Hey, JT blew the whistle twice there. You know, it's no easy thing to install a card scanner, so that probably is the reason that they're not going for that.
Well, that's true. You know, we haven't even got card scanners installed in the chapel yet. We have handheld units, but they're a little hit and miss, you know?
Well, let me say this. They have installed some card scanners, yet they just have not been calibrated yet, activated. And that was a nice 3, but I don't know who that was.
So, you know, an interesting chapel coming up tomorrow, speaking of that, Why Pray chapel.
Yeah, it was going to be corporate worship, but then all of a sudden everyone realized the day of prayer was on Thursday, and they kind of changed the title, Why Pray, before day of prayer. It seems appropriate.
It does seem appropriate. You know, day of prayer, people have mixed feelings about it around here. Personally, I'm a fan.
Yes.
A nice day off of classes in the middle of the week, kind of get recharged. Maybe get off campus, go for a hike, get ahead on some of your personal projects. You know, whatever floats your boat.
Absolutely. Even for 3. That one's good.
You know, that floats my boat right there when Ethan's hitting those 3s. I just love to watch this guy.
47-28, 8 minutes to go. Billy gets the ball and misses again. You know, the platypi lose, the silver lining is Billy's done nothing, so that's good.
You know, Billy, the editor on the newspaper, he actually, I understand, kind of messed up a guy on Long First. Mr. Jared Helms, a comic book writer for the Triangle. He was running a Win a Date with Jared contest for the Valentine's banquet, sorry, the spring
banquet, yep.
And that's not going to come out on
JT
time.
blows a whistle, there he is. Not going to come out on time, huh?
Not going to come out on time, and that's unfortunate for him. You know, I think it was an innovative idea, something that hasn't been done before, you know. Good on him for trying.
Yeah, you know, Billy, the online editor, although really he can't do much when it comes to online stuff. So we're not really sure what he does, but that's okay.
Well, apparently he doesn't play basketball very well tonight.
Well, that's true. May have other things on his mind. Billy, a senior, got to be thinking about all those loans that are going to be coming due soon. Trying to get a job. He'll go to the free throw line.
I'm trying not to think about those loans, Creighton.
Sorry about that.
You know, let's just let's say right now that we're not going to mention loans anymore on this broadcast.
Agreed. Agreed.
And we're back to free throwing. Creighton, why do you think they call it a free throw?
I don't even want to speculate. Good rebound there for 2 points. Makes it 49-28. This game, again, just really got out of hand early in the second half for the platypi.
Which is not really the usual pattern for the platypi. Usually the platypi fall behind in the first half and then start driving back in the second half, but you know, usually come up a little short. And tonight we've seen kind of the opposite happen, really. The platypi getting in it early, you know, staying with them, and curling off in the second half, and you have to wonder what is going on with this game tonight.
Well, you know what? We're going to wonder that for a few seconds as we take a break. We'll be right back on the other side of this timeout.